Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and we're back in the back garden. I thought I'd give you a quick update progress on the little shed that I'm building. So I'll show you how far I've got up to it. I have to apologise, I'm having to actually record this on an old mobile phone because I dropped my video camera last night and it's not powering up at the moment. I haven't had time yet to actually investigate it and see what's happened to it. But as you can see, I've got the doors on it. It's basically the outside of it's finished now. So as you can see, I've got my doors on it. I've got my nice little lights on the front. I'll take you inside and show you a little bit more about what I've done with it. So my doors, again, these are salvage. They're actually I don't know how long they're going to last really. They are interior dividing doors. I raked them out the skip down the road a while back, with this project in mind, I must admit. But they look nice, they do look the part. I'm really pleased with the overall look of this. It doesn't look workshoppy, it does look more summerhousey. We'll go in. I've still got to put proper locks and everything on the doors as well. They're just I'm going to put a bolt up here and a bolt down there on that one, and this one will have a lock on it so I can lock it up in a weather strip down the middle there so water can't get in. I've got the window finished. Pop this in today. So these are really expensive windows as well. They're is it nitrogen filled glass windows or something. They're incredibly expensive. Like I said, I paid 80p for it, or 90p or something like that. The entire thing is a job lot. They're not perfect. Like I said, they are second hand. They are only few years old, I must admit. There's a few very slight scratches on the glass from the people I bought and hadn't stored them very well, so that's the reason behind that. But for work use in a shed or a garage or anything, they're absolutely fine. The only slight thing with it, and this window originally would have been the other way up, it would have been kind of that way up, if you imagine, and obviously because I've used it on its side, the handle is actually upside down on it now, so you have to open the window, you have to kind of do that to shut it. You have to do that instead of the other way around. I could change it, but we're losing light here as well, unfortunately. I could change it, but unfortunately to change it I have to take the entire lock mechanism out of the window, spin it over, reattach that, then put the handle back on. And I might do it when the weather's better and it's sunny, but it's still really quite cold at the moment. Although it's not too bad in here. I have got some basic power. This is literally just lashed up. This is not how it's going to be. It's just so I can work in here and not have to keep running an extension lead down the garden. So what basically I've done is I've just bodged a socket. Shouldn't really show you this, but down in there, I basically just bodged a socket on the end of the steel armoured cable and then plugged the 4-way into it. And I have changed the, it did have a 20 amp fuse, rewirable fuse on the isolator in the house, and I've downgraded that to 6 amps at the moment, just for a bit of safety, because we've no other protection on the circuit at the moment. But what I do have is this big bag of goodies here, which I've been collecting up. So this is, that's going to have an RCD, an RCBO in it. It did have one in it, but unfortunately it was faulty. It wouldn't trip properly. It used to nuisance trip all the time. So I actually managed to pick one up, a good 25 amp RCBO on eBay for a couple of quid. You know, second hand, tested working, and that should be here any day now really. I think they said Tuesday or Wednesday, so I think it's Tuesday now, isn't it? So I've got a new breaker to go in there. But alongside that, we've got that's going to go on the wall. I've got 6 amp. I've got I've got a 6 amp there. I've got a 16 amp for the 13 amp sockets in here. I'm probably going to put a 16 amp on the wall somewhere if I want to run a welder in here. So I've got a couple of 20 amp breakers in there. One of them will probably go off to the other shed actually, and just have some lighting and power in the other shed from it. But yeah, so we've got, and these are proper IP rated enclosures. You know, they're ideal for this type of use. I ended up with a load of these off a job years and years ago when I was rebuilding some distribution units for outside Christmas cabins. The type of things you used to do when you worked in event management, you know. So yeah, I've got all them. I've got some bit of twin and earth to that's a 1 milli twin and earth for the lighting circuit, and then we've got plenty of sockets, back boxes. This is all salvage stuff. It's all stuff that I've either taken out of houses or it's leftovers from jobs that were never used. I mean, these are brand new, still in the pack, but I think they were just leftovers from jobs, and it's a slightly strange colour. And well, I think everyone had them in the houses in the 80s and 90s, but like I said, again, brand new. It can do perfectly well in a workshop. Other back boxes, sockets. And I've got some metal clads in here as well. I'll probably try and go for all metal clad, to be honest, being that it's a kind of a workshop environment. I don't think we need a dimmer switch, but you never know. Could have the lights on a dimmer. That's what I was looking for. I've got a decent light switch. A two-way like that, because I'm planning on having 2 sets of lights in here. I'll have, I've got it really nice actually, it's going to go in the middle there. I took it out of a friend's bedroom a couple of years ago actually, when I did some house renovations for them. And it's like a circular light with 4 adjustable little dichroics on the end, so they're 50 watts each, I think, mains ones. But you can adjust them wherever you want, so in a workshop environment like this, that's perfect. And I might just put another light perhaps over the doorway there, or I might even connect up. I'm not in two minds yet whether to have the lights that are on the outside being switched from in here, or having them being switched from in the house, which is how they were originally when the other shed was here. So you could light the garden up, basically for allow the dog out at night and stuff like that. I'll probably do that. Actually, what I'll probably use that second switch for, I did have a plan. We'll go back outside and have a look around the back. I did have a plan. Yeah, you can see I am a collector of junk, I really am. Quick look at my cement mixer. This is what I did the foundation for that shed and did the alterations to that foundation with. This is my £1 eBay special cement mixer. 1960s. It's a Mixomatic, and this is described as a 1 paddy power cement mixer, which meant back in the day you'd have a little Irish fella stood there all day doing this, mixing your cement. No motor involved, but it does what I want it to do. I don't do a lot of building work. It cost £1 and it's paid for itself over and over and over again over the years. But yeah, what I might do with that other switch, I was planning basically put a little bit of a lean-to between these 2 points here for things like the bikes that I have lying around and various other bits and bats which I just want to keep dry, you know, they're nothing of concern. All these bikes I've got, I buy these off a local canal charity. As you might have seen, I am a boater myself, and all these have actually been dredged out of our local canal. They're like nicked bikes that people have dumped in the canal, and the charity actually dredge the canal, and when they come out they just sell them off at £1 each. So I've got a few. One of them here actually is quite that's not, I've got a plan for that for an EV project, but that one there is actually quite a rare bike. It's very early BMX. I think it's actually might even be a US one. That's going to be a project in a very long time. I just, like I said, I picked them up for £1 each, and I've got that one there which is like a trick bike. It's actually, the frame on that's actually aluminium. It's incredibly light bike. I mean, as you can see, you can just pick the whole bike up with just one finger. It was designed for stump riding and stuff like that, where you see the trick nuts on the back and what have you. So I'll probably do something with that one day. at the moment. They just make nice artwork in the back garden. So yeah, I might put a little light on the, I have got a little waterproof one that might go on the back if I put a lean-to on the back for all my bits of crap like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick update, seeing we're still all in our lockdown state, and I'm not being able to do very much else outside of the house at the moment. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little update on this project. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.